Uh-oh, Miss Booksy's coming.
Am I gonna have to go back in that tower again?
That's how the story goes, Sweet Pea. At least we've got these sandwiches to keep us busy.
Hi, kids. Sorry I'm late. I couldn't find my glasses. Turned out they were on my head the whole time. Silly me. Anyway, today we're reading a very special story, Rapunzel.
It's time for a brand new adventure with Drew Pendous and his mighty penultimate. In today's episode, Drew's gotta save a real-life princess. Let's hope it ends happily ever after. It was story time at Cool School, and Drew and his buddies were waiting for Miss Booksy to arrive so they could start today's story, Rapunzel.
Where is Miss Booksy? I'm so ready for story time.
Hey guys, check this out. I made a come-to-life zapper.
I'm alive. Awesome.
Wow! Can you make Rapunzel come to life? I could braid her hair.
Sure, why not? Uh-oh.
What is this place? It stinks of kids.
It sure beats being alone in a tower.
OMG, you're a real witch and princess! Somebody pinch me. Ow!
Guys, if Rapunzel and the witch aren't in the book, how are we gonna have story time? They're gone!
Oh no!
Uh-oh, kids. The evil witch had escaped outside and she took Rapunzel with her. It was up to Drew to find them before Miss Booksy got back.
If I were an evil witch who likes to keep princesses captive, where would I go? That's it, the Cool School Tower, of course.
With no time to spare, Drew whipped out his mighty penultimate and he sketched a super awesome flying horse.
To the Cool School Tower, we have a princess to save.
And Drew was off to the races on a quest to save Rapunzel from the evil witch and put them back in the book where they belong.
Hey, can you fly me up to the top?
I've only been alive for a couple of minutes. Not really sure how the wings work.
Whoa! Okay, you work on that. I'll figure out another way to get up there. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let your hair down. Wow, nice hair.
Drew took hold of Rapunzel's hair and started climbing and swinging his way to the tippity top of the tower.
Hang on, princess, I'm coming. Jeez, hair climbing is harder than it looks.
You again? What are you doing here?
I'm here to save the princess from your evil grasp and bring you guys back to Cool School so you can return to your storybook.
He came all this way just to save the day. Hip, 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 hooray!
You can rap?
Yeah. Where do you think I got my name? Rapunzel? Rapunzel? Get it?
Listen here, fake prince. I found a tower here in this strange world you come from, and we will not be going anywhere. Now shoo!
We'll see about that.
Drew pulled out his pen and sketched a super cool sandwich shooting cannon.
Oh, sandwiches! My favorite!
Just as I suspected. No witch can resist sand witches. Rapunzel, quick! Down this slide.
Finally! Transportation that doesn't involve pulling my hair.
Whee! Hey, where'd my sandwiches go?
I'll give you as many as you like if you come back with me to Cool School.
Do you have grilled cheese and liver? Or peanut butter and jelly with slices of banana and asparagus?
Yeah, sure. As many as you like.
Say no more. Let's go!
Well, if it isn't my knight in shining armor.
I think I got it this time.
Let's just take the land route.
Okay, suit yourself.
Whoa!
Yeah, Drew, you found them.
All right, evil witch. A giant stash of sandwiches, just like I promised. Now time to go back where you came from.
Am I gonna have to go back in that tower again?
That's how the story goes, Sweet Pea. At least we've got these sandwiches to keep us busy.
Uh-oh, Miss Booksy's coming.
Bye guys, bon appetit.
Hi, kids. Sorry I'm late. I couldn't find my glasses. Turned out they were on my head the whole time. Silly me. Anyway, today we're reading a very special story, Rapunzel. Wait till you meet these characters.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Once upon a time in a, that's weird. I don't remember this story having so many sandwiches.
Well, kids, Drew saved the day again. Rapunzel and the evil witch were back where they belong, and story time was back on track. Moral of the story, boys and girls, never use come-to-life zappers on storybooks unless you want to have a play date with witches and princesses. It's time for a brand new adventure with Drew Pendous and his mighty penultimate! In today's episode, Drew's gonna save one of the most beautiful, one of the most fairest princesses of them all, Snow White. It was story time at Cool School, but Miss Booksy was out sick, and there was a substitute teacher reading a class favorite. Wait, is that who I think it is?
All right, here's my favorite part. Snow White wandered deep into the forest where she found a big house. And when she walked in, she was met by 7 humongous giants.
Huh? That doesn't sound right. Snow White meets 7 dwarves, not 7 giants. Listen, Captain Hooksy, we want Miss Booksy back.
Settle down. This is how I'm telling the story.
Drew was right. This wasn't how the real story of Snow White was supposed to go.
I don't like this one bit, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. So
Drew pulled out his mighty penultimate and sketched a totally awesome portal, which he used to transport himself right into the pages of Miss Booksy's storybook.
Whoa! Those giants are even bigger in person. I bet they've taken the dwarves captive and stolen their home. I've got to save those dwarves.
Fee-fi-fo-fum. But first, Drew had to make himself look big and scary before those giants ate him for dinner. So he sketched a massive growing machine and zapped himself till he became the biggest, tallest, strongest giant of them all.
Hey you! Listen here. My name is Giant Drew, and I'm here to put an end to your evil shenanigans. Now go back where you came from and let the 7 dwarves come back home.
Fee-fi-fo-fum.
Why do you guys always say that? No one has any idea what it means.
Yeah, us neither. Ma always taught it to us growing up, and it just stuck. I think it's 'cause our littlest brother Normie used to suck his thumb.
It's got a nice rhythm. Fee-fi-fo-fum. Little Normie sucks his thumb.
Of course, Normie is 18 feet tall now, so we don't tease him anymore.
No. I see exactly what's going on here. You're trying to distract me so you can do all your evil giant stuff without me getting in the way.
Giants are always getting a bad rap. We're pretty nice guys once you get to know us.
Wait a sec. Sure you guys haven't been holding the 7 dwarves captive so you can take over their home and scare anyone away that threatens to stop you?
Nope. Not us. Ma sent us here. Something about meeting a princess and living happily ever after.
You mean Snow White?
That's the one. Pale skin, red lips, likes to hang out in caskets. Nice lady from what I hear. You seen her around?
Come on in. Doors open. You must be Snow White.
She didn't look like Snow White.
Why, yes I am. You see, I was just running away from my evil stepmother and I had no place to go. But then I stumbled across your house and I thought I'd stop in to fill my belly and rest my tired feet.
Well, sure, princess. Make yourself comfortable.
No. This is not right. You're not the real Snow White. This is not how the story goes. Where's Miss Booksy? And unless we find the dwarves and bring them back, they'll be totally homeless.
Oh my, homeless dwarves? That doesn't sound very pleasant at all.
We already told you, kid. We don't know what you're talking about. We haven't seen any dwarves.
Well, maybe your mom will know. She sent you here after all.
Okay, but I'm warning you, Mom's been in a pretty bad mood lately.
Drew followed the giants deep into the dark forest until they finally reached a giant castle.
Well, this is it. Home sweet home.
Who's there?
It's me, Giant Drew. We're wondering if you've seen any dwarves around here.
How dare you trespass on my property? There are no dwarves here. Now shoo!
Drew was running out of ideas until suddenly he noticed a trail of small footprints and decided to follow them all the way to the back of the castle, where he found a gang of 7 dwarfs splashing around in a humongous swimming pool.
This is where you've been all this time?
Hey, who invited the giant kid? This is a dwarves only pool party.
What are you doing? I thought I told you to stay away.
I thought you said you haven't seen any dwarves.
All right. Let me explain. I heard a nice princess named Snow White may be passing by the dwarf's house. So I sent my sons over there to say hello. And I brought those little guys over here. No biggie.
Can I get you a Shirley Temple?
Wow, you giants sure are nice, but you're messing up an important story. Snow White's supposed to meet the 7 dwarves, and then she's supposed to marry the prince. You can't just change the whole story. That's not cool.
Well, what choice do I have? How are my boys gonna live happily ever after?
I think I have an idea.
Drew quickly whipped out his mighty pen ultimate and sketched a massive loudspeaker.
Pool party at the Giant's house. All are welcome. Shirley Temples and fruit smoothies will be served.
It was an awesome party, and the Giants made so many new friends. The wrong Snow White even hit it off with one of the Giants, and they danced all night.
There you go. These guys will get their happily ever after in no time.
Wow, thanks, Giant Drew. You sure know how to save the day and make a mother happy.
My pleasure. Now come on, dwarves. There's a princess waiting to meet you so we can get a very important story right.
The other dwarves hopped out of the pool and followed Drew back to the house.
Thanks, Giant, for bringing us home.
Oops, hold on. That's better.
See you later.
With his mission complete, Drew sketched the portal right back to Cool School. But there was still one big problem.
Listen, Captain Hooksy, your story stinks. We want Miss Booksy back. Where is she?
I told you, she's out sick. Let me out! Let me out! That was a lousy trick, Hooksy. You didn't need a broom after all.
Take a hike, Hooksy.
I'm not going anywhere.
Well, you're not gonna ruin our story time anymore either. Hey, Bushful!
Hey, Drew, you called?
Could you please take Captain Hooksy here back to Cruel School where she belongs?
No problem.
Hey, put me down!
The Snow White story worked out just the way it's supposed to, thanks to Drew Pendous. Moral of the story, kids, giants need love too. And when you meet someone who needs love, it's always a good idea to throw them an awesome pool party, because nothing says it's gonna be okay like a great big pool party.
A special shout out to Heather Rye for suggesting I meet some giants. And Marcel Leonardi for suggesting I draw a portal. And Tracy Broderick for suggesting I save a fairy tale. What great ideas!
Kids, be sure to comment on what Drew should draw for his next adventure.
Gee, this isn't my book. If you want to see the Snow White story told right, click here.
And don't forget to subscribe. Bye!
Today we're going to take an underwater adventure. Did you ever wonder what fish do all day? One way to find out is by going snorkeling. All you need are a mask, fins, and a short tube called snorkel. Then just swim near the surface of the water and see what's happening under the sea.
I just love people watching.
A group of fish swimming together is called a school of fish. I can't wait to see what we've learned today on Fishy's Wiki. Did you know scuba divers can go even deeper than snorkelers underwater? SCUBA stands for Self-Contained Underwater Breathing Apparatus. Scuba divers wear special equipment to help them move, breathe, and see underwater.
Ooh, I look good.
You can scuba for all sorts of fun reasons, like just to see beautiful things, science,
Fascinating. I don't think anyone's cleaned this floor in years.
searching caves, photography,
Perfect.
and even making movies.
To be or not to be?
Dory, let's do that again. But this time, remember your lines.
One of the best places in the world to go for an underwater adventure is the Great Barrier Reef off the coast of Australia.
G'day, mate. Time for a swim.
The Great Barrier Reef is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. You can even see it from space.
Look, the Great Barrier Reef. I'm gonna take a dip.
Perfect form.
It's home to lots of sea life, dolphins, turtles, sharks, and over 1,500 species of fish, including the clownfish.
Hey, everybody. Come visit us down under.
That's what Australians say because it's a land down under. Which makes sense, because it's lower than most of the countries and continents of the world.
And it's beautiful down here.
I sure had fun on our underwater adventure. There are so many beautiful things under the sea.
It's time for a brand new adventure with Drew Pendous and his mighty pen ultimate. Get ready to go under the sea because today Drew is going to save the Little Mermaid.
Okay, is everyone ready for story time? It's the Little Mermaid.
Yay! This is gonna be so awesome!
Here we go. Once upon a time, under the deep gray sea, there was a mermaid with a boring black and white tail. Huh? She lived in a metal-colored coral reef with a mouse-colored fish?
What? Hold on a second.
That's not right at all. It's the deep blue sea.
And coral reefs are supposed to be colorful.
And fish, too.
Where did all the color in the story go?
Drew, can you go in and save the story?
I'm on it.
Drew took out his mighty penultimate and turned into the Stupendous Drew Pendous.
Okay, time to save this story. But I can't do it alone.
Please don't pick me. I can't hold my breath very long.
Can I come? I can help fill this story with color.
Great, we'll be underwater, so let's take a submarine.
Ooh, I know the perfect color.
I love it!
Come on, Joy, let's go.
Good luck, kids.
It's so gray in here. I don't like it.
The Little Mermaid's kingdom is down there. Let's go and ask her what happened.
Whoa, we can breathe under here?
I guess so. I love fairy tales.
Thank goodness! Someone who isn't gray!
What's going on?
A girl with a vacuum sucked out the color from everything! The fish, the palace, the jewels, the coral, everything!
Great scale. No surprise there.
Don't worry, I've got this. I'll just use my color cannon to give you some new color. Uh-oh.
Look, those colorful bubbles are very pretty and all, but I don't see how that can help us.
It's not that. My color cannon must not work underwater. Ugh.
Wait, if your color cannon doesn't work underwater, then why did Grace's vacuum work?
Maybe she had a little magical help. There's somebody around here who can help you get whatever you wish for.
Who?
The Sea Witch! You've got to go stop them! The Sea Witch lives in a sunken ship over there!
Which way?
Exactly! Which way?
Huh?
Oh, which way?
Come on, be quiet so they don't hear us.
Okay, I'm back.
Excellent. Did my magic work on your vacuum so it could steal color underwater?
Like, yeah, it worked perfectly.
Wonderful. Now a deal's a deal. We'll split the colors and keep them for ourselves.
I want red. You can have blue.
No way. I wanted red. But I'll let you keep orange, purple, and pink. How's that?
Pink and purple are too close together, but I'll take gold.
What about green? How about I take the dark green? You can have the light green.
Where does turquoise fall in all of this?
Okay, that's enough.
You need to stop.
Ooh, I like that pink dress. Grace, steal those colors from me and I'll let you keep all the red.
My pleasure.
Uh-oh.
Get back here.
I think we need a little more help from outside this story. Hey, Finn!
Whoa! I'm inside a fairy tale. So cool!
No time for that. We need your help to stop Grace.
How am I gonna get over there?
I may not be able to blast color, but I can definitely blow bubbles.
Whee!
Hey, stop that!
Hi-ya!
Like, no! That's no fair!
Hey, Grace, I think you should go for a swim.
Uh-oh.
Bon voyage!
Now, as for the other bad guy...
Which bad guy?
Exactly! Which bad guy?
Huh?
I just want to have the most beautiful clothes in the sea and the most beautiful house. Why can't I have that? It's what I want.
You can have that without stealing from everybody else.
Exactly. We can all have color.
Besides, Grace was only going to give you half the colors. Joy could give you all of them.
If you made my color cannon work underwater, that is.
And I could even have a red dress. Deal.
Here it comes.
Beautiful. I love it.
Now you have to promise not to steal anybody's things, okay?
Well, what about stealing somebody else's voice? I can still do that, right?
That's okay. That's kind of how this story's supposed to go.
Story? Which story?
No, not which story. Little Mermaid story.
Huh? Little Mermaid has a story?
Oh, forget it.
And that's how Drew and Joy saved the Little Mermaid. The entire undersea kingdom got its color back. Grace's plane got blown out of the water, and the Sea Witch got to have a beautiful home after all. Well, for a sunken ship, that is. Moral of the story, kids, don't be greedy. We can all share colors. And if someone tries to steal yours, well, all it takes is one fish karate chop, and you can stop them.
Hi-ya!
Hey guys, it's me, the Stupendous Drew Pendous with my Mighty Pen Ultimate. Don't forget to subscribe for some awesome adventures. See you then.
One night, Miss Booksy took a class on an overnight camping trip. Everyone gathered around the campfire to tell spooky stories.
And at any time, in the woods of any town, the bush monster could attack.
What's that?
Hey guys, let's make some s'mores.
Robbie, you scared us.
That's silly. Why would you be afraid of s'mores?
Hey Robbie, what's that on your shoulders?
Ah! That's a good looking s'more.
All right, kids, we have one more story. Bats! Oh no! Now, my story is maybe the scariest story of them all, about the ghost who sneaks up on kids. Once upon a time, there was a ghost, a really, really spooky ghost. And there's nothing he liked more than sneaking up on kids and taking their candy. He loved all sorts of treats, but especially s'mores.
S'mores? Really?
Really.
Uh-oh.
I'm not doing anything, guys. Don't look at me.
Then that means there's a
Ghost!
Drew, do something.
That's not a ghost. Ghosts float. I found footprints.
It must be the Invisible Man.
Okay, settle down, everyone. There has to be an explanation for this.
So Drew and the other kids followed the trail of footprints through the woods. They stopped when they heard voices.
It worked, Ray! You erased me and I was able to steal all the treats from the Cool School gang. Now, how do you make me appear again?
I don't know, Timmy. I only know how to erase things, not bring them back.
We need our food back.
Forget about the food. If Ray can make people invisible, he can cause all sorts of trouble.
Oh no!
How about an early Halloween? These guys need a taste of their own medicine.
Medicine for Halloween? Yuck! That's definitely a trick.
Speaking of tricks,
We trick them, and then we get our treats, Robbie. I'm gonna make us some scary costumes. I wanna be a vampire.
Ah! Yikes!
Ella, Nikki, can you hold them, please?
Cool. It's a Frankenstein monster.
Ooh! Just call me Frank.
Can I be the mummy?
Sure.
Can you draw the tape a little looser?
Sorry, Ella.
Perfect. That's a wrap.
awesome!
Okay, gang, on the count of 3, let's run out and scare those cruel schoolers. 1, 2, 3. I come to suck your blood!
I'm Frankenstein. Boo!
Let's get out of here, guys!
Yay! We did it!
That should help.
Thank you.
Hey, the Invisible Man is still eating our stuff. No, it's me, Timmy. I'm sorry for stealing your treats. It was Ray's idea. Now I can't even see myself.
It's okay, Timmy. I'll fix you.
Well, why don't you help us bring all this food back to our campsite? And then we can all share it.
No way! I'm scared of monsters. Ah!
So that's how Drew and his friends tricked Cruel School and got their treats back. Moral of the story, boys and girls, don't let someone trick you to get your treats. Oh, and never erase yourself. You're kind of special. Plus, it's really hard to get you back.
So, how many spiders did you find? Let's see. There's number 1, 2, 3. There's number 4. There's number 5.